What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Breakpoint Breakdown. This is our daily roundup for day 3. Just to give you a little bit of context, we are recording here right now at about 2 p.m. here on the west coast of the U.S. So there's still a match ongoing right now between Gael Monfils and Dellien. Dellien is up 2-0 currently. Monfils fought back in the third, and they're at 5-all in the fourth currently. So if that match does end up going 5, we might have to cover that match tomorrow. So
Yeah.
we'll do that if that does end up happening. But we had a really good day of play today. A lot of matches in action. Anything stand out to you today, Chase?
For me, I think it was the Fonseca and Hurkacz match, man. I mean, I thought it would be a much more closer matchup, but I didn't think it would be as one-sided as I thought it was.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, 100%. I thought that was going to be a way closer match as well. We're going to get into that a little bit later, but yeah, that was a beatdown really from the Brazilian.
yeah, that was insane, man. It just goes to show you the type of level that he's considering playing for the tournament.
Alrighty, let's get into it. We'll start with the 9 seed De Minaur. He defeated Jarrett today in straight sets. Could have been a potentially tough match, but he came through 6-3, 6-4, and then a tiebreak in the third. Alexander Bublik, he came through in straight sets again. And then here's an interesting one. The 16 seed, Grigor Dimitrov, he retires after dropping the third set to Ethan
Yeah,
Quinn. He was up 2-0, 6-3, 6-2, and he lost the third set 6-2, had to retire. And Chase Dimitrov, he just keeps getting injured. This is his fourth
yeah,
retirement this year.
yeah. Especially with the old age that he's at. I believe he's late 20s, right? Around
No,
there,
he's
30.
early 30s actually.
Yeah, early 30s. That's
Yeah.
detrimental for a player of his caliber, especially at that age. I mean, when you're not at the fitness level of like the big three per se, injuries, especially now, are going to put his career back even farther. So I don't know how much longer we're going to see him play, to be honest, if he keeps on getting injured like this, especially in these slams.
Yeah, it's tough to see him getting injured in these slams, so we hope he will get better. The 3 seed Sasha Zverev, he's through comfortably today against TN 6-3, 6-3, 6-4. That could have been tough for him, but that was a really nice win for Zverev.
Yeah, that was the most aggressive I've seen Zverev play from the clips and highlights that I was able to see. He was moving Tian around the court a lot. Honestly, did you notice he said in the after court interview he said that Acapulco was slower than Roland Garros?
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah, that really interested me
Seems
because
like the French Open's playing quicker than usual.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what interested me the most. I mean,
yeah. I
if that's the category that's a category that it falls under, then they need to slow it down a little bit for sure.
Yeah, I know Acapulco is like one of the slowest hard courts. It's up there with like Indian Wells and Beijing and stuff. But yeah, that's interesting. Something that we should mention though is that it's super humid in Acapulco. It gets very humid there, so that definitely
Yeah.
slows down the conditions. Not as humid here at the French Open. It is cooler though, but yeah, it's interesting that Zverev said that. We also had Flavio Caboli. After his Hamburg win, he destroyed Cilic 6-2, 6-1, 6-3. So nice win for
Yeah,
Caboli.
that was a good win for Kabuli. Honestly, with the level that he played in the Hamburg final, he was ripping forehands that entire match. Rublev could not do anything, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah.
if
And
he plays like that for the whole tournament, he's guaranteed to have a strong run, fourth round or quarters.
yeah, and one more thing about that Hamburg match I just want to mention. Caboli did a really good job of using that backhand down the line against Rublev as well.
Yeah,
Okay, speaking of Rublev, he's the 17th seed here. He came through in 4 against Lloyd Harris after dropping the second set. So, good win for Rublev. He's into the second round. He is getting closer to that potential third round blockbuster against Artur Fils. We would
yeah,
love that.
we would love that. That would be very interesting.
Yeah. All right. Probably the upset of the day today. The 11th seed Daniil Medvedev. He is upset by Cameron Norrie in 5 sets. 7-5, 6-3, 4-6, 1-6, 7-5. What an upset, Chase.
Yeah, honestly, I was not expecting that from Nori at all, but I also feel like a five-set match is going to be detrimental to his fitness as well later on in the tournament if he wants to make a run. But yeah, coming from Medvedev, I did not see that. I did not see that upset happening, considering Medvedev seems to be a more positive player, especially on clay now, like we've seen in the past couple tournaments, Rome, Madrid, and yeah, and Monte Carlo. Like we've been seeing Medvedev finding his identity on clay. So see him lose now in the first round of Roland Garros, I believe. Yeah, in the first round.
Yeah.
That's just terrible from him, to be honest.
Yeah, and couple of things to note here for Medvedev too. He led 5-3 in the fifth. He served for the match.
Yeah, that is insane for a player of his level to choke like that.
Yeah. So Nori, he does win the hard way. He was up 2 sets to love, had to fight back in five. This is a tough stretch for Medvedev now, and we do know clay is his least favorite surface. What do you think he can do on the grass, Chase?
Uh, on the grass for Medvedev with his
Yeah.
movement, man, I don't know, because he made the quarters last year, correct, against Yannick?
No, no, it was semis actually. He beat
Semis.
Yannick.
Okay, yeah, he beat
Yeah,
Yannick in the quarters, I
yeah,
believe, right? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He beat Yannick in the quarters.
Yeah, with his movement and the playstyle that he's trying to adapt to right now, I feel like he can definitely do something in the coming Wimbledon. I feel like he would be more at an advantage on hardcourt in the US Open, though, considering he's a hardcourt specialist. I don't know if even if he'll get to the level that he's been at in like 2021 and 2022, though, especially now with
Yeah.
him losing this early in Grand Slams like this.
Yeah, it's tough for Medvedev to see. We hope he can get back to what he was playing like in 2021, 22, and even 23. That level was really good. Hopefully he can return to the top 10. Uh, Novak Djokovic, he seeded six here. He began his campaign today with a straight sets win against Mackenzie McDonald after winning his 100th title in Geneva. Any thoughts on that, Chase?
Honestly, I mean, it's kind of expected from Novak. I feel like the Geneva matches won't have that much of an impact on his physicality anymore, like I said before, due to the fact that he's probably going to be winning most of these early matches in straights, considering
Yeah,
the level that he plays at Roland Garros. He beat Mackenzie McDonald in 3-3-3-3, right?
yeah, 3-3-3.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that's a statement win from Djokovic. I feel like to show everybody else that, yeah, he can get back to that level in the slams that he's been playing before, like he was in the Australian as well before he got injured.
Yeah, and he should make the quarterfinals now because Medvedev was in that section of the draw. So now his draw is pretty open to make the
Yeah, it's a
quarters
free
because
free route
Medvedev's
to the
out.
quarters. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Jack Draper, the fifth seed. He's through comfortably 1-4-2 after dropping the opener though to Bellucci 6-3.
Yeah, that's interesting from Draper. It's probably him just trying to adapt to Bellucci's game. I feel
Yeah, he
like that's
probably
why he
just
dropped it.
adapting to the conditions as well.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, and then Mute. He sets the Djokovic showdown with a straight sets win today. So we're gonna get Mute versus Djokovic on Thursday. That'll be interesting to see
That'll
with
be
the
very
French crowd.
interesting. Yeah, for sure. Especially with Mute and his tactics, man.
Yeah. All right, another upset hero, but we kind of talked about it. We hinted it in our preview, and then yesterday as well when we were previewing it. Matteo Arnaldi, he upsets Auger Aliassime, the Canadian, 29th seed, from 2 sets to love down two, 5-7, 2-6, and then 3-4-2. Chase, what do you make of this?
Yeah, that is terrible from Ali Asim, to be honest. I mean, it just
Yeah,
shows you. I mean, if he can get up 2 sets and just drop a whole match like that, it just shows you the level that he's still stuck at right now and that he's plateaued himself at. I think this is a good win for Arnaldi in five, but I also think it'll affect him physically later on in the tournament if he is to make a long run. But yeah, this is honestly just a bad showing from FAA entirely. I feel like he should have won this match and gone on to the next round.
yeah, and I just want to mention FAA has now lost from 2 sets to love down in his last 3 out of 4 majors.
Yeah, that is terrible, man.
He Wimbledon, he lost to Kokkinakis. He actually had match points in that one. And then in Australia, he lost to Davidovich Fekina, and now Arnaldi here. So FAA, he needs to figure out this problem that he has when he's up 2 sets to love. He can't be losing this many times from that
Yeah,
position.
it's a matter of closing the matches out. That's all it is, man.
Yeah. All right. This was the match of the day. I mean, it it wasn't a great match from Hubie Hurkacz's point of view, but Fonseca, he upsets Hurkacz by ranking it's an upset. 2-4-2 for the Brazilian. I mean,
Yeah.
fantastic performance from him.
Yeah, that's honestly insane for a player of his age and level. I feel like knowing that, I think it's kind of a statement to all the players that's showing everybody that he can play at these Grand Slams and he can play at this level, especially against a player like Hurkacz. I mean, and also I want to compliment on his outfit. The on outfits this year, like the kits for Roland Garros have been sick. With Ben Shelton, Swiatek, and Fonseca's
Fonseca,
outfits, they
yeah.
have been sick, dude. Have you seen the like the gold shoes and the
Yeah,
socks that
yeah, the
Fonseca
like
was wearing?
greenish gold shoes. Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I like those
I
shoes a
like those.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, to go back to the match, I mean, if Fonseca can play like that for the whole tournament, I think he'll be a firework, to be honest. And I think if he gets fired up the way he did in this match today, most likely, I mean, he'll be a problem for any player, honestly.
Yeah, a couple of things I want to comment here on. Let's just mention it's a great win for Fonseca, but Hurkacz, it seemed like he may have been a little bit tired from his run to the final in
In
Geneva.
Geneva, yeah.
Yeah, he looked a little disinterested at times. He kind of just made a lot of errors. It looked uncharacteristic, kind of careless errors. I looked at the stat sheet. Chase, how about this? 20 unforced errors from Hurkacz, but 34 forced errors. What does that tell you about the quality of Fonseca's ball coming at
Yeah,
Hurkacz?
yeah. I mean, like I said, the quality of Fonseca's play is, I mean, it's huge for him. I mean, forcing a player like Hurkacz in these terrible positions 34 times. I mean, it kind of goes to show you the level that he's gonna play, right? I mean,
Yeah, 100%. And
yeah, nothing more to it.
Fonseca, he has a good draw now to make the third round. And the last thing I want to comment on is the return. Yesterday we were talking about how is Fonseca going to react to Hurkacz's serve. Well, guess what? He was super effective with the block return. He stood in, he used that block return. It was very effective. So
Yeah.
great thinking there from Fonseca.
Yeah, I think if he's able to adapt like that, especially with a player of his age, I feel like that'll come to show for the tactics that he'll be using when he gets older as well.
Yeah. All right. And then a couple more. The 19th seed Jakub Menchik, he fights through the hostile crowd, the hostile French crowd, and the Frenchman Muller. Tough four-set match, 7-5, 6-7, 7-5, 6-3. Chase, this could have been an upset, but Menchik comes through.
Yeah, I feel like it's also a good position for Mensik mentally to be able to power through that. I feel like for him it'll be a little bit of a confidence boost, especially with the French crowd. Nothing really much to say there. I expected Mensik to win, to be honest. I think Mueller was going to put up a fight, but I didn't think he was going to be able to win this match. How is Mensik serving, by the way? Do you have stats for that or no?
I don't have them. I can pull the Menchik stats up right now on his serve if you just give me a
Yeah,
second.
yeah. I want to see how his serving is at Roland
Yeah.
Garros.
Yeah.
Because if he's able to get his spot serving effective in Roland Garros like he was in Miami, it'll be so much easier for him to like pass through the draw.
Oh, 100%. All right, let's see. 20 aces today, just three double faults. He made
Yeah,
66% of his first serves. He won 81% on his first serve.
yeah, that is insane. That just shows he's trying to serve
Yeah,
plus one and set up his points. Yeah. Okay. That's why I just wanted to see that.
yeah. Serve really effective. And also one thing, Mensick did say he likes the crowd even if they're gonna boo him. And I think they did today.
Yeah, for sure. It's great to hear from a player like him. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then lastly, I mentioned the Monfils versus Delian match is still ongoing for us right now as we're recording this. They're in a tiebreak currently in the fourth set. Monfils actually has set points right now to take it into a fifth. Uh, One thing I want to mention is in the first game of this match, Monfils he injured his he injured his knee. He ran into the sideboard, and it seemed like it really affected him in the first couple of sets. Seems like he's doing better now. He's about to take that match into a fifth. You have any thoughts on that?
For a player like Monfils, I mean, it's gonna affect his physicality for sure, especially later on in the tournament. But if he's able to win the match, I mean, he can go for it, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, he is 38 years of age, so it could take a toll on him, especially since he would have to take on Jack Draper next if he wins.
Yeah, that would be a very hard match for him.
All right, then let's take a look at a preview for tomorrow. Some big matches we have tomorrow. The first thing I'm going to mention is Ben Shelton, the 13th seed. He was due to take on Gaston tomorrow, but he's given a walkover. Gaston had abdominal pain, so he's withdrawn. Shelton is into the third round, and this is just disappointing for Gaston, isn't it, Chase?
Yeah, I think it's very disappointing for Gaston, and it also negatively affects Shelton's playing ability, I feel like, because he won't have as much experience as the other players. I think it's a negative effect for both of them, and a huge negative effect for the crowd that came to watch that match, potentially.
Yeah, so tough for them. It was scheduled to be the night session as well on Chatrier, so now that that match was canceled, Nava versus Runa is now going to be in that spot. So Runa's going to be
Wow.
playing at night against Nava, and he shouldn't have too much trouble, should he?
No, I don't think he should. Holger Rune has been playing at a strong level these past couple of months, so I feel like he'll be fine.
All right, and then I will just mention Monfils did just win that fourth set tiebreak, so they are going into a fifth set. So we will discuss a little bit of that match in tomorrow's roundup.
Yeah.
All right, some other matches just to take notice. Tabilo, he takes on Popperin tomorrow. We got Musetti, he's playing Galan. Rude takes on Borges. Hachinov, he takes on Offner. Opelka takes on Navone. And we got the 31st seed, the big serving Frenchman, GMP. He takes on Jumher, who you said you really liked his outfit. And
Yeah.
they will be on Longland tomorrow.
All right, looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, we also got Tsitsipas. He takes on the Italian Gigante. We got Fuciovics taking on the 12 seed Tommy Paul. That could be a battle.
Yeah, that could be a battle, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good match. Tiafo, the 15th seed, takes on Carreño Busta. What do you think is going to happen in that one?
I feel like if Carreño Busta is able to use his physicality to outgrind Tiafo, I can
Yeah.
definitely see him winning in 4 or 5 or 3, honestly. I don't know how long that match is going to be planned to go based on the level that Tiafo is going to play, but I could definitely see it going 4 or 5. But I feel like Carreño Busta will end up winning this match.
Yeah, I kind of like PCB in that match too. I think he could outlast Tiafo. That'd be interesting. A
Yeah.
couple more. We got an All-American affair tomorrow between Brooksby, he won Houston, and the 23 seed Korda and Chase. This could be an upset. Brooksby could win this, couldn't he?
It could be an upset. I think for me, it sways 60-40 in Korda's side just due to Korda's level
Yeah.
throughout and his consistency throughout the entire year. I feel like he'll end up beating Brooksby in 4, most likely, but we'll have to see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, excited for that one. And then the match of the day, in my opinion, tomorrow, it's Marozsan. He takes on the 2 seed Carlos Alcaraz, the favorite to win this tournament. Obviously, we mentioned Marozsan beat Alcaraz a couple years ago in Rome. He was kind of random back then, and he's also beaten Fonseca and Rublev in Rome this year. Can Marozsan pull off the upset once again?
I don't think Alcaraz is the type of player to get stuck on a loss like that mentally, considering his clutch ability. I feel like Alcaraz is probably going to beat Marozsan in 3 or 4. I don't feel like Marozsan will be able to dent him that much. For Alcaraz, yeah, I don't see it happening. I feel like Alcaraz is playing the peak we've ever seen him play at the highest level we've ever seen him play on clay this year. So I could see him beating Marozsan in straights as well.
Yeah, it seems like Alcaraz this clay court season has been the most focused he has in a while. He's not having all those ups and downs. He's been really focused, and that's going to be key against Marozsan. I do think Marozsan can steal a set maybe from Alcaraz, but I also do like Alcaraz to win this in maybe 4 sets, and I think it'll be a great match.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, that is it for us today on the Daily Roundup. Do you have anything to add?
Not really. Just really hyped for the matches that we're gonna see tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a great days of play. Guys, thank you for watching. I've already mentioned we've got all those other episodes already out on the channel. If you haven't watched them already, please go and watch them. Like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram as well. We're
Yeah, we
putting out
post on
some
it. We
reels
post
on
on Instagram a
Instagram.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So follow us on Instagram. Do all that. Thanks for watching this one, and we will see you in the next one.